Looks real good. I love when my makeup looks like this. I love it. So first off, get started with the brows. Don't mind my hair either. It looks a hot ass mess right now, but it's okay because we're gonna handle that later. I usually switch between brow products, or sometimes I'll use a pomade, or sometimes I'll use a powder or a pencil. I usually go for a pencil when I want it to get done really quickly, and I have used this pencil before. So like I was saying, some products that I'm going to be using today I've never used, and others I have used before, but it's still fairly new to my routine. So this is one of the products that I have used before, but it's still fairly new and I've only used it a couple of times. So you're gonna really get a chance to see how this pencil performs because like the name says, it is a powder pencil, so it's pretty much a powder to pencil. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to explain, but it's basically not as strong or intense as other pencils are, because those tend to be more of like a cream base. You know what I mean? So enough chit chat about that. Let's just get into it. I just sharpened it. That's what I was doing just now, and I'm going to get into shaping it. So as you can see, my brows clearly have no shape right now. They have a shape, but they look really huge. So I'm going to go in and shape them. As you can see, the color is a little bit diluted. I really prefer to go for a softer brow look if I'm doing really dramatic eyes and just a really dramatic deep face, depending on, you know, what I'm going to be using. I just sometimes like to calm it down a bit on the brows because my brows naturally, as you can see, have a lot of hair in them, and sometimes when I feel like I go really dark, it makes my brows look really strong. So unless I'm going to go in and clean it and make it really small, I just prefer to go for something like this. So I tell people usually to go for like a pencil that's either powder base or something a lighter color, just to give yourself a softer look if you want a more natural look. So for my concealer to shape, as usual, I'm going to go in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. This is a brand spanking new one, you guys. Brand spanking new. So even though the product is not new to me, the package is new. So I'm just going to use the same brush that it comes with like I normally do, just to shape it up. Alright, so as you guys can see, the brows are done, and you can still achieve a sharp look using that. It really just depends on how you shape it with your concealer. So next I'm going into my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk, and I'm using this today as my eyeshadow base. Okay guys, so this next product I'm really excited to try out because I've been on the look for it for a while. I don't know about you guys, but I love drugstore and affordable makeup. I really do. I've done so many videos on my channel already about using all affordable products. So today we're going to get into this new e.l.f. eyeshadow palette, honey. It's this one right here, okay? It is called the Opposites Attract palette, okay? And I guess that makes sense because there are some warms and there are some cools. So yeah, honestly, the packaging that it comes in is a little bit questionable, but I mean, the palette was only $14, so what do you expect? And I honestly don't really care about the packaging as much as I do the performance. So yeah, if I could just get it out of the packaging. This is what it looks like. It reminds me of the first edition of the Rose Gold palette by Huda Beauty. So I feel like, you know, it's really cool for people who are makeup artists and they want to be able to see what's in the palette. It's easier that way, you know what I mean? So I think that's fine. I don't really care for too much on the front. And these are what the shadows look like. So there definitely are some shimmer shades as well as some mattes. There's more mattes than shimmers in here, which is fine. I really don't mind it, and I do need more matte palettes like this, so I'm excited. Alright, so this is what the front looks like. It reminds me of the Huda Beauty first edition Rose Gold palette, and the fact that it has that clear, you know, see-through cover. This is cool for, you know, makeup artists who don't really care about the packaging, but they rather see what's in it so that it's quick and easy to pack up your kit. I think a mix of mattes and shimmers in here, so I thought that that was really cool. I also like the fact that it has names. So, okay, Elf, I see you trying to definitely step it up. Please continue. So I'm just going to go into the shade Fresh right here, and I'm going to use that to set this because I see a little bit of creasing action here, which is pretty normal if you don't set it, and I did not set it. So I'm just going to go in with that. Actually, I'm going to use that. So next I'm going to go into the shade Sassy, which is this light orange one right here. And I'm going to focus that in the crease. Okay, so for some reason, the camera and the lights are definitely washing out that orange, but it is a lot more pigmented than it's showing up on camera. So next I'm going to go into this shade right here. This is called Witty, and I'm going to place that right over that orange. Next, to bring a little bit of purple back into that look, I am going for this shade here. And now to add a little purple to this look, I'm going into this shade here. It is called Easy Going. As you can see, it's a beautiful matte Barney purple, and we're going to place that right over where we place the Witty. So next I'm going to carve out my cut crease, and I'm going to be using the Instant Age Rewind by Maybelline, and this is the shade Neutralizer. It's a really light shade, as you can see. Sometimes I use it as my concealer, but I really have been liking it to use it for my cut creases. And I'm going to be taking this brush that I just got from e.l.f. It is really flat. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm going to go back to the OG YouTube and do this so you can see the tip. Very nice, very sharp, and perfect for creating. Alright, now I'm going to try to do a bit of an ombre using the shades Clever and Chill. So I'm going to put the Clever shade, as you can see, it's like a purple iridescent shade. I'm going to put that one towards the middle of my eye, and then going out towards the end of my eye, I'm going to put Chill. As you can see, I finished the eyes. I'm actually really in love with the way that it looks right now. I think it looks so bomb. I am so happy with this palette right here. This is like, it's like a dream come true. If you're into shadows but you don't want to pay like an arm and a leg for them, definitely go out and get you this palette, because this palette is worth it, honey. It was only $15. It is so worth it. Alright, so now I'm going to get into the next part of the eye look. I'm taking this NYX silver eye glitter liner type of thing, and I'm just going to place that right there where my cut crease begins. So now it's time to move on to the face. I will be using two primers today. I love double priming because one does one thing and one does the other, so sometimes you just gotta switch it up and use two primers. So my two primers for today are both from NYX. This one is the Can't Stop Won't Stop primer. It's very similar to the Becca Evermatte one. It has that gel consistency. I'm going to be using that on my T-zone. And then I'm also going to be using this one from NYX, and this is the Pore Filler Primer. I'm trying to let you guys see what it says. The Pore Filler Primer, I'm just going to be using that everywhere else on my face to smooth out everything and to get rid of my pores. Alright, so now I'm going to get into my foundation. I'm going to be using the NYX Born to Glow. I just picked this up the other day. I'm absolutely in love with this. I've tried samples before on my face, mixing it in with my foundation, and I really do love it. This one is in the shade Pure Gold. It's a really pretty gold. So even if you're lighter than me, you can use it as like a little bit of a tanner or something to make your skin glow underneath your foundation. So I'm going to put that first. And then next, I'm going to be using the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop foundation. This one just came out, you guys, and I am already obsessed. I've used it so many times before this video I have, but it is still fairly new to my collection, and it did just come out. So if you guys haven't tried it, go try it. It's 15 bucks, and it is really, really amazing. It's full coverage, 24-hour wear, matte, but you can do it up and make it more glowy, like how I'm about to do right now. I look like a hot ass mess, like a fool. So let me just apply this. So I'm just gonna pump this directly onto my brush and then just blend it in. So with this foundation, you absolutely do not have to set it. It sets itself. This is what it looks like after it is set. I usually go in with the powder after, but today I'm not going to, just to show you guys just how bomb this foundation is. It's perfect for people who are going to school and they don't want to, you know, wear too much makeup. And it also is good for people who are trying to stay matte but not look super powdery and cakey. So I think it's one of the best foundations from the drugstore that I have tried. So next I'm going in with my concealer. Now for today I'm going to be using this concealer here. This is called Moira. That's the brand name. It's the Mega Concealer. It's waterproof and it is full coverage. Girl, let me just tell you, this concealer is just like the Shape Tape, but it's only $10. I got it from a beauty supply store by my house. This is what it looks like. I think it looks really, really cute. The packaging is pretty much just simple. What you see is what you get, very professional. And I've never heard of this brand before, but the woman who was working there did tell me that this concealer is, well, the whole brand is used by makeup artists everywhere in fashion shows. That's what she told me. I don't know how true that is. But yeah, it also says that it's made in Korea. So if you guys want me to do a full video on this brand, let me know because I will pick out more products from them. But yeah, basically it says here that the shade name is Caramel. This is the darkest shade that they have, so that's the only thing that disappointed me because it just so happened to be a concealer for me. But anybody who's darker than me, I don't know if you necessarily want to try it. But as you can see, there are 6 concealers numbers, so definitely go check it out. I'm going to leave it linked below. But as you can see, this is what the applicator looks like. A huge jumbo doe foot, just like the Shape Tape. And it is literally just like the Shape Tape in my opinion. To set that concealer, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Beauty Shield Antioxidant Armored Setting Powder. That is a mouthful. I usually use the e.l.f. Yellow color correcting one, so this one's a little bit different. The girl in the store told me that it's a little bit darker, so it's nicer for deeper skin tones, and this one is in the shade Sheer Golden. This is what the powder looks like. Very different from the yellow one that I usually use. Let's see how it performs. So I don't know if you guys can see it or not. This powder is giving me a lot of texture. And it's also looking very light on camera. In person, it doesn't look that light, but it is giving me a lot of texture. And I don't know if I would necessarily use this with such a mattifying concealer and like foundation, if that makes sense, because this powder is very mattifying, as I can see, and it's not as lightweight as the other color correcting powder is. So just keep that in mind if you are going to pick this up. The color is nice, but it's just not, I don't know, I just think the texture is very heavy, and it's definitely catching on to certain spots of my face, and that could be really bad for somebody who's not really experienced with makeup. They might not know what to do when that happens. So if you're just beginning in makeup, you know, I would recommend to use this powder maybe with something that's a little bit more hydrating, especially if you have dry skin. Just stay away from it because it's very dry, very, very dry. But other than that, I mean, I guess I got the job done. But like I said, I prefer my other one from e.l.f., the bright yellow one. I would just use that one from now on because you can actually see where it left some of that texture. I don't know, that just totally like messed up everything. I can't guys, I can't. I'm gonna go in with this contour and blush duo from NYX. This one is in the shade Wine and Dine. It's a beautiful wine shade and a nice deep contour. It's this one right here. I'm going to actually be using both of them today. I'm going to stay away from peachy blushes for once, and I'm actually going to try that blush out. Alright, so now I'm going to go back to the eyes like I normally do. Very weird, I know. Usually you should probably finish one and then do the other, but I just like to do it this way. I don't know if you guys know this, but NYX actually has lashes. I was so surprised when I found out because they're so inexpensive, but there's a lot of styles that actually look really good on the eyes. So for instance, this one, if you're looking for drama, this one is the number 23s, and they're really, really pretty. You're going to see how they totally transform your look, because they're super full and super full of volume, and they were only $7, so very, very excited about that. And I'm going to put them on using a tweezer. Alright you guys, so this is what my eyes look like with the lashes. They are just so beautiful. I was shocked, like I said, when I found out they had them, because it would be like, what if you found out that Maybelline had lashes? You know what I mean? Like, of course there are drugstore lashes, but it's just when you're not used to seeing them with the brand, and then you find out they have them, especially for the price that they are, it's just like, whoa, like a shocker. So yeah, as you can see, just like any other lashes that you will get for a lot more money, they do transform your look, and they're super full. Didn't have to stack them at all. They just look amazing. I love them. So enough about the lashes. I'm going to go in with that same palette again, and I'm going to be taking this same shades, Witty and Easygoing, and I'm going to place that underneath my eye using this brush that I got from NYX. I love this brush because it's perfect for going under your eye. It is number 35. Next, I'm going to take that same brush and go in with the shade Low Key, which is a really pearlescent, iridescent, duochromatic, pinkish purple shade. It is absolutely gorgeous. This one right here. So now I'm going to take the L'Oreal Voluminous Base Eye Mascara Primer, and I'm going to place that right on my bottom lashes. So while it's drying, I'm going to go in with my new Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, and it is the glowing one. This is what it looks like. It's really, really pretty. And I'm actually going to take the brush that it came with. It was sent to me complimentary through Influencer. I did a video on Influencer before. It's a really nice app for if you're just starting out with your beauty channel or your beauty Instagram, but you want to get free things and you want to try things out. You should definitely check out that app. It's really good for just reviewing and also seeing what other people think about it. So yeah, in there I got a mini size of the translucent original powder with the powder puff, the mini one, and then I also got this brush in there as well, and I got this full size powder. So like I said, definitely try out that website because it's really, really good, and it's perfect for people who are just starting out. So I'm going to take this brush and just apply it. So as you can see, that's what the powder looks like as a natural highlight. You can use this to set your whole face if you want, or just to set over by your cheekbone area. It's totally up to you. This is very versatile. I have used this on a client before. It was for her wedding, and it just gave the absolute most beautiful, natural, subtle highlight that you can possibly get from a powder like this. I really do like it. As you can see, you can wear it like this. You can layer it up. I'm going to be using another one on top of this, so I'm not going to layer it up today, but you can do it, and this is what it looks like. I'm really happy with it, honestly, and that's not just because I got it sent to me, but also because Laura Mercier products are just amazing, and they're perfect for if you're a dramatic makeup wearer or if you like a more subtle everyday look. So now I'm going to go in with my second highlight, and it is the Wet n Wild Loose highlight from their limited edition collection. It's the astrology one, you know, the zodiac sign one, and it's in the shade Written in the Stars. And this is what it looks like. It's a really pretty light pink. It's super, super light pink, but it comes off silver. It's just perfect to like use as a highlight topper, if that makes sense. And this is what its swatch is like. As you can see, it looks very silver, but it's perfect for like a cool tone look like how I have today. And it's really nice to just, you know, just top your highlighter with. So now I'm going to take this mascara. This is the newest mascara from NYX. It is called the Worth the Hype one. It is the waterproof formula, and I'm just going to place that on the bottom of my lash. Now I'm going to set my face using the Ulta Beauty Aqua Blast Hydrating Beauty Mist right here. And now it's time to get into the lips. So for my lips today, for my liner, as you know, I usually use my NYX Downtown Beauty, but today I'm going to be using the lip liner, the regular one from them, in the shade Chestnut. Next, I'm going in with this NYX Suede lipstick, and this one is in the shade Dainty Days. When I swatch this, I really like the texture of it because it's matte, but it's not super dry. It's like a creamy formula, but it still stays on, if that makes sense. So this is what it looks like. It reminds me of the Velvet Teddy from MAC, but way less dry. So I just want to see what that looks like by itself before putting any gloss on top. Alright, so I actually really like it by itself. I think it looks so pretty, but I am going to add gloss because that's just what I do. I love me a nice shimmery gloss on top of a nice nude. So I'm going to take this one from e.l.f. As you can see, it's in a brand new spanking package because I didn't finish my first one already. This one is the Lip Plumping Gloss, and it's in the shade Champagne Glam. It's a really, really pretty lip topper, you guys. Let me just tell you. Super inexpensive, but gets the job done, and it does have a plumper in it, so it makes your lips feel a little bit more plump, in my opinion. So you're going to see how it takes this lip look to a 10,000. Oh, you see how that just upped it a bit? It looks so good with that gloss on, you guys. It looks amazing. Let me just tell you, it looks real, real good. I love when my makeup looks like this. I love it. I'll be back in a second. I'm just going to fix this hair up real quick, and I'm going to let you know what I feel about the products. Alright, you guys, so this is the completed look. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. All in all, I feel like all of the products that I used work really well, except for the e.l.f. powder. I feel like that one was a little bit dry and a little bit heavy for the concealer and the foundation that I was using. I am definitely going to try that powder again with something more hydrating and a little bit more of a light texture just to be safe next time. I'm just happy I'm not going anywhere because, honey, that is a no-no. I still think that the makeup look came out perfectly. I am blown away by the e.l.f. palette. Thebomb.com. I was not expecting it to be that pigmented, in my opinion. I feel like e.l.f. kind of struggled with their shadows in the past, but now that their shadows are amazing, they are like a one-stop shop type of deal. Like, you could go there and literally get a whole face in there and be good to go. Same thing with NYX. Like, NYX, I feel like always kind of did pretty well with everything that they have. You know what I mean? This video is not sponsored by them, by the way, but I just wanted to throw that out there. Like, you could definitely go in there and get a full face and come out looking real clean, you know? But, yeah, that was it for this video. If you did enjoy it, please let me know in the comment section and also give me a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to my channel to become a part of my familia. We're small, but we're growing, and I'm very happy about that. And as usual, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!